Week 7, Jazz fans recap. We got back in the winner's circle with the only team that we seem to be able to beat, the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, it's our weekly meeting between either the Grizzlies or the Timberwolves. Next week it's Timberwolves. This week it's Grizzlies. I pissed Reddit off, too, because I made a joke. I think I told you the same one. It's not a great joke, but it was just, finally this losing streak's over. And I was like, listen, I follow Arsenal. Haven't won since October 5th. Did not go over well in the Jazz subreddit. Sorry we didn't think about another team across the country. Blah, blah, blah.
You got what you deserved.
I know all about losing streaks, man. This was a small blip in time. We're back in the win column.
The Jazz actually got a day off, which was nice. And then back at practice, not traveling like they're heathens. It was just nice to see them back at home.
Yeah, Mike Conley had to call in sick.
He's been called in sick for the past few games. He's been out for the Week 7 recap. We went 1-1. We got blown out by the Lakers, and then emerged victorious against the Grizzlies without Mike Conley in both.
Yeah. Some encouraging stuff in one of the games, and the other one...
Not some encouraging. Side note to all of the Jazz fans out there, okay? The Laker fans overran the arena. Overran it. And then they overran our channel, okay? I have never done so many opposing fan interviews. I don't want to. I don't like to. But I have to because they want to talk to us.
It was about even, right?
Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with 1 or 2. Now, shout out. Tori was cool.
They're fun. They're fun interviews, but it's a Jazz fan channel. If we lose, that's even more so we need to hear from you.
Yeah.
We need to know why we lost. We know why we won because Donovan's great, Rudy's great, Bogdanovich is great. But if we lost, why did we lose?
Those are the interviews we really want to hear. We want rants, complaints, ideas. And the Lakers game was a perfect opportunity that we missed as we let Laker fans just blow up the channel. Ugh.
The Lakers fan blew up the channel like the Lakers blew up the Jazz.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
And they were wearing the cities, too. I was very sad about that.
How much do we want to talk about that game? Because
I don't know how much we really want to. It was a terrible loss. Oh, I do want to talk about this. This is one thing I do want to talk about the Lakers game. I have a very callous approach to sports as when it comes to showmanship. The Lakers were blowing us out. LeBron gave his shoes to a young fan. Really nice gesture. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And then danced a little bit on the corner of our floor. And Bowler Jack lost his mind. That's disrespectful. Shut up, Bowler Jack. You shut up, okay? If you don't want LeBron James playing on our court in socks with 7 minutes left in the fourth, then beat him. Make the game competitive. He can do whatever he wants. I have no problem with what he did. Zero. That's on us. That's on us.
Yeah, I couldn't even believe that. It was a bad look for us.
No.
But luckily, I think most of the Jazz fans that I saw on social media, Reddit, is all fans were on the same page. Like, shut up.
No, I've seen a couple that were on board with it too, and I was just
the vast majority that I've seen.
Yeah, no, sure.
It's who cares?
He didn't do anything mean-spirited. He wasn't rubbing it in our face. He was having a good time, and he blew us out. Okay, if we don't want that to happen, if you don't want Michael Wilbon, genius of a man. If you don't want someone celebrating on your home court, then beat them. It's plain and simple. And we didn't. Yeah. So we can shut up.
If he has to play the last 7 minutes of the game,
I think he has his shoes on.
Yeah, he's gonna have to have his shoes on, I think.
And he won't just be on the corner of the court. He'll be on the court.
Still probably dancing though.
I'm surprised Laker fans aren't complaining they didn't get their money's worth.
Can we talk about that carry? How amazing it was.
That was. That's the only thing we should be complaining about. That was awful. Bogdanovich lost his bog-damn mind.
Did you see the meme where it was just LeBron going back to JR?
Yeah. That was pretty
perfect.
Funny. It was good.
No, I mean that game. I just think we're gonna have trouble with height all year.
Yeah.
Which kind of segues into I think what we're trying to do. What we did yesterday. So do we want to talk any more about the Lakers?
No, let's move on.
Yesterday's game was actually really good. We're seeing a lot of. We saw Ed Davis, Jeff Green. We saw Jeff Green. Rudy.
Green. Oh.
Yeah. So I
Gave me
think
chills.
We're trying to figure out some lineups that go tall.
Yeah.
Or we have a few taller people. We even saw Jeff Green and Rudy Gobert. So I think we're going to have a lot bigger lineups in some of these, and I think we can actually make it work. If you have like Bogdanovich, Jeff Green, Rudy Gobert, maybe like a Royce O'Neal and Donovan Mitchell, I don't hate that lineup either.
Yeah.
We get a little bit of Harry on offense, but I think, I don't know, we have to kind of compete with those Twin Towers.
Yep. I totally 100% agree. And to your point and to what Quinn Snyder's trying to do, we're still figuring stuff out. We're trying different lineups. We're seeing what we have. We're seeing what we can accomplish. It's young in the season. I know no one likes that we lost 5 of 6 and it was terrible. We got an easier schedule coming up. We're going to be trying different rotations. And I actually like that we're using the regular season to fine tune for what we know we're going to be in, which is the playoffs.
One other thing I was going to ask you about the Lakers in general, because we had a lot of discussion on this, and I think it's interesting because it will go into who I think will be playing in the playoffs, possibly. Do you buy into that the Lakers are better than the Clippers? Obviously, their record's better, but who do you?
No. I think it's the Clippers still.
Yeah.
And I got into it with a Lakers fan. I'll show
Torrey.
you that. I'll show Torrey. Yeah. Smart guy. We disagree. Laker fans are like on Mount Olympus right now with what they think this team is going to do. Calm it down, okay? I think that the Lakers are deeper. I think that the Clippers are deeper than the Lakers, and I think that the Clippers are better defensively than the Lakers. When at full strength, calm down. That's my opinion.
Yeah, they didn't have Paul George. They didn't have Kawhi for a little bit.
They've got Kawhi on load management. They're not at full tilt,
No.
if you would say.
And I mean, I would still give it about a probably 65-45% chance.
Yeah.
Like the Lakers have a very strong possibility to be the team.
But if you think Rondo and Dwight Howard are adding to your depth, you're lying to yourself.
Well,
it's not a thing.
And also, like, so one of the things, I didn't get into it with somebody on YouTube, but that we were discussing, he accused me of wishing for injuries. Like, you need to understand the difference between predicting and hoping. I predict that Davis or LeBron, possibly both, are going to miss time due to injury this year, not just load management.
It's possible.
They both have a history, and bare minimum, they're going to be load management at some point for LeBron.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll coast.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, with how easy their schedule's been, it probably should have been earlier on. But it's going to happen. I still think Clippers are going to go deeper into the playoffs, but again, I wouldn't put it as a strong probability. 65-45 is my or 35, excuse me.
But they're playing Christmas Day. We'll see again, because even when I'm like, well, the Lakers did lose to the Clippers. Oh, it's the first game. That doesn't count. It counted. It absolutely counted. You may not have fine-tuned everything, but let's see. Let's see if there's a different outcome for the Christmas game. Promise you, no load management there. None.
All right, sorry to bring us back to that, but
no, that's okay.
I wanted to get your opinion because we actually have not talked about that in Prep War before, but we loosely had talked about it with Torrey, like you said. Yesterday's game, super fun. We were shooting really
Lights
well
out.
from 3.
Lights out. 11 threes in the first half, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Beautiful.
And that's honestly, that's going to be our make or break, I think.
Well, we got so many three-point shooters, we have to use it.
Because we've been cold from 3 for large stretches of the season. But what was the game that we had like an amazing first half where it was like the first quarter, I think they hit like 6 or something like that. And we got a huge lead.
Was that our 74-point half?
I think so. But then we stopped shooting as well in the second half. And it's chipping away.
I want to say that was the Pelicans.
I think you may be right because they were talking about how great of a three-point shooting team the Pelicans have been.
I believe it was the Pelicans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
But Jeff Green came alive.
Yes, he did.
As far as just shining. And also Joe Ingles, both of them. Joe Ingles has started for the past few games in the absence of Connolly and really, really gelled. He was back to John Joe doing his thing. It was just fun to see last night. I know it was just Memphis. None of us are getting our celebrations. Morantless Grizzlies. But hey, you got to win. You got to win the games that are in front of you. We didn't have Conley, so I'm not even going to take injuries into account. We're just going to put those over to the side.
I can never pronounce his name, but Valanciunas, very pedestrian game from him.
Yeah.
So Rudy did good work. Jaren Jackson abused Rudy a couple times in the first quarter.
He's athletic.
He is. He was pulling him out to the corner 3, shooting threes over him. He went over the top of him down low. that guy's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem
His
later
development's
on.
great.
Valanciunas, pretty much 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 10 rebounds. If your center's doing that, it's going to be hard for you to beat us. And then Dylan Brooks is the big one because he has been lights out for him. What is his second or third year in the league? And he's been having an insane 3-point shooting season so far. And we held him to 10 points, 1 rebound, 0 assists.
Yeah.
So if you don't have Morant, your center's not doing anything, and Dylan Brooks, who's been your guy for shooting threes, if you don't have them, then, you ain't going to beat the Jazz.
No. Never going to happen. But it just felt good. Breath of fresh air from the whole team. And it was just good. I don't know how much we want to go into that more.
No, we're good.
Player of the week?
So this was consensus. Not a lot of discussion on it.
Not a lot of need.
You get yours. Okay. Nope. You get Donovan out of there. Sorry, Donnie.
Sorry, Donnie. Sorry, Rudy. He has his own bauble. And now he has the title of Player of the Week. Joe Ingles.
He didn't have a great Lakers game.
Nobody did. Nobody did.
But his pick and roll with Gobert it's going to be really interesting. I don't know how that's going to play with the lineup, and because I still think Conley should. I love the idea of Joe coming off the bench.
Me too.
If you have, because last year it would be like Rudy would be the first person off the court, and or no.
Yeah, because Favors would come in.
Well, I thought Favors would be the. No, you're
but
right.
sometimes Favors would come. Favors didn't start all the time. He was kind of a hybrid, kind of like what we have now.
Well, I think if we could do something like that with Ed Davis, where he comes in, Rudy's the first one off, and then Joe's maybe the next person to come off the bench, and then as Rudy's coming back in, it's him and Joe, and we can see some pick and roll and everything. Because I don't know, honestly, full disclosure, I don't know a ton about like how to conceptually put like a good rotation together. That feels like it would work though. And I still like Conley in the starting lineup. I like our starting lineup.
Me too. I do too, 100%. I feel like you can hybrid O'Neal and Ingles in and out depending on who we're playing. Because Ingles does take a lot of advantage from the reason he's better as a starter is kind of the reason he should be on the bench is that he can't necessarily go against their best defenders in the second unit. When he's in the starting lineup, they have to worry about Conley. They have to worry about Mitchell. And Ingles is getting a lot more open looks. He'd be able to, do his thing in spacing because they can't double team him. They can't really use him as a focus. And he can beat one-on-ones. He's struggling in the second unit because he's more of a focal point and they can actually key in on him, and that's not going well. So the fact that he's not great in the second unit isn't the best argument for putting him in the starting lineup, but I understand it. And depending on the team we're playing, I can get on board.
Well, what else are you supposed to do, though? Because where he's excelling is kind of point forward. And what are you going to put him on for Royce O'Neal? Because then Conley and Mitchell are carrying the ball.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make any sense. I think it's between him and Conley.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can pay Conley that much to come off the bench. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
I think you kind of have to double down. And we got to stick with our lineup until the very last second that we're able to, if it's just we're finding out that it's not working. I still think we can get a second unit like Moutier, Jeff Green, Ed Davis, Joe Ingles, and a mixture of...
I like Bradley still.
Bradley Niang has been actually playing a lot of the games recently.
Exum, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. There's a lineup there that's going to be very, very competitive. I still think it is. The mad genius or the master villain is he is going to be known from here on out. Quinn Snyder is going to figure it out. In my heart of hearts, I think this is still our best start in the last 3 years.
Yeah, we're going to be fine.
The world was burning, and it's fine. It's fine. It's a great team, great character. They're going to figure it out.
The schedule is softening up. We're going to get our confidence back because it looked like we were losing confidence. We needed a break. We need to get back to practice. We're fine. Everyone relax. Looking forward to this week. Very winnable week. Clean sweep possibilities. Thunder could pose problems. They're a tricky team. We got them Monday night. Rematch from game 1 of the year.
Yep. So with this one for me, it's going to be interesting because they've won games I don't feel like they should have, and they've lost games that they probably shouldn't have. I think they're 7-9 right now.
7-12. Or 9-12.
9-12.
Mm-hmm.
We got to win this game.
Yeah.
This is the game we have to win.
We have to win this game. Honestly, we need to win all 3 games this week. We have Oklahoma City, Minnesota, and Golden State. All teams below us, all teams that we have much higher talent level with. We should win. We just should.
I'm gonna put us at 2-1.
I know you are.
Timberwolves is the one that I think is kind of tricky for us. I think they'll probably want to get a win on their court. Anything less
We've won there already. We can do it again.
anything less than 2-1 is gonna make me
upset.
sad.
I think the at Minnesota game is a good makeup game. A game that we might lose sometimes. We need to win this to make up for a game we probably should have won, like Indiana or Toronto, where we got our doors blown off. We need to make up some games that, like, oh, okay, we could lose that game, win it, and get back.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to see.
Yeah. Chris Paul, Steven Adams, and they actually had a pretty big. They won the overtime game, right?
I don't know.
Did you not see
game?
that like Hail Mary pass for Schroeder to
No.
tie it to send it to overtime?
When was this?
Like 2 or 3, 4 nights ago, I think. No, it was.
I missed it.
I think it was 120 to 122, and then Steven Adams to Schroeder for neither of them being in a football background, having an Aussie to a German. This was pretty amazing. So it was really, so from the inbound all the way back, throws it to Schroeder. Schroeder kind of, I don't know who was on him, but gives him just like a little elbow to get separation, catches it, and then just an immediate layup. All just in one play with seconds to go to tie it.
Wow, cool. Missed it.
They believe in themselves. They're putting some things together. We got to win.
We got to win.
And
I'm saying 3-0 this week.
2-1.
That's what I'm saying.
2-1.
He doesn't believe in you. Rag him in the comments.
2-1.
I don't like that. But that's it for this week. We'll see you at the games on Monday and Friday.
We're
so
not
come
even
out
gonna
and
give
see
a
us.
Warriors breakdown.
Oh,
If we don't beat
That-
the JV team,
that's
if we
true.
don't beat
I
the
didn't-
JV
you're
team,
right.
we got to beat them every time.
We have to. They're tanking. They want to lose. They're punting the season.
That game got flexed. There's gonna be
I know.
poor Paul.
It's not going to matter. They don't need to know that.
Poor Paul.
You're going to be on the mic. I will be headlining Ogden Wise Guys December 13th and December 14th, 8 p.m. You can get your tickets online at wiseguyscomedy.com. So Carson's going to be on the mic Friday night, but I'll still be editing
And
on
Micah
that shitty
is gonna be
computer.
on the camera.
Absolutely.
But no, thanks guys, and I think that's it for this week. And we're excited for next week. Should be finally win streak as opposed to losing streak.
That's what we want. But until then, stay warm. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Bye.